Hi, it's Twi. Hope you guys are doing good. Happy Wednesday. Oh wait, did I click new by accident? No. Load. Here we go. Hope you guys are doing good. I have not touched this game in a hot minute. I guess it hasn't been so long since the other Stardew stream, but I've been playing a little bit with a different friend of mine, so I'm not gonna be quite as noob as I was last time. I'm still pretty bad. I think mostly what it is in my other playthrough of the game, and also in the first stream, I was fish maxing really hard. I was doing so much fishing because I just really like fishing games, guys. I'm not actually a fishing person, but when it comes to video game, fishing is just so good. But I kind of want to explore some other facets of the game today. I feel like would be fun. Just kick it. I rewatched my stream in 3 times speed, and I finished it like 2 minutes before stream. I've actually spent so much time watching stuff today. It's crazy. I did so much viewing. Oh, it's so pretty. There's flowers. Oh my god. We have so many petals. I am a big fan of sort of like flowering trees and stuff like that. Seeing the petals is so pretty. I think I showed on stream yesterday my my pictures from going to see the cherry blossoms again this year, but every year without fail, I always go to see the cherry blossoms because they're just so pretty. I feel like you have to. I feel so lucky to be in an area where we actually have like a whole bunch of them. I don't think it's quite enough that you get to see this like rain of flower petals like in this, but still, you know, like there's some pretty big like clusters of trees up there. Like I think they have over 100 cherry blossom trees throughout the park, which is really sick. But yeah, I know I mentioned wanting to grow a tree. I don't know if we're going to be able to make enough money for that, but that would be cool. I would love to get some animals this time around. In our other playthrough, we started on some sort of like special kind of farm preset that gave us 2 chickens, and we named them Bowling and Ball. Because they're just so rotund. We needed Bowling Ball. I mean, honestly, I feel like me and Nahi have just had like a running joke of choosing a bunch of very round-shaped guys and calling them Bowling Ball and also Sun. But it's so true. Like, if something exists and is also like small and round, that is both like activating my parental instincts and like I just want to bowl them. I know right before we ended last time my parsnips grew and then we sold them, so now I have to get some new crops. Mixed seeds, whole bunch of stuff here. I have coal from something. That's cool. Fish maxing. I do love fish maxing. I want to try and do some different stuff. Oh my god, my energy. Wait, my energy is so cooked. What do I do? Wait, what do I do? I have no energy. I'm so boomed. Wait. Cause I know in multiplayer you can like kind of like rest midday, but if I do this here, 6-7. You guys can't see it. My energy is 6-7 out of 270. That's funny. Okay, well if I can't do that, I guess I'll just have to eat some of my fish then. Rotund is such a good adjective. Like, I don't know, it conveys like the idea of fat, but like in an endearing way, which I feel like is a very important nuance. Like, I don't know. Everybody, if you guys have ever taken a like design class before, everybody knows that circle is the friend shape. If you want to make something feel like friend, you make it round. And I feel like rotund just carries that like friend shaped energy as a word, which I love. Let me see. So we need to buy some new seeds. Oh, and these are also seasonal. I didn't notice this like nuance the first time I played, but certain things like only bear fruit at a certain time of year. Oh, I'm so broke. Wait, what the heck? What did I spend all my money on? Oh, backpack. I just got all of my money. I dropped it on backpack, and now I am completely dirt poor. I don't even get a single gold for my mixed seeds. He just took them. He was like, all right. Pity grab, fine. I'll take them. Oh my god, bro. I'm robbed. I got so robbed. I need something that can grow fast. I need money. I can only afford 4 potato seeds if I do that, though. I'm so poor. Oh, is the delay really bad? I've noticed on Twitch sometimes it gets like really, really bad delay, and I don't know why. I don't know what it is about the Twitch stream. Let me see if I can refresh Twitch. Is it back up? Maybe that's better. I don't know, man. I'm sorry. I really got to look into it. I need to talk to one of my friends who's like more OBS savvy than I am to see if they can tell me what's up with my OBS just being wicked like off sync sometimes. Only on Twitch though, because I've noticed like I don't really tend to have the problem on YouTube, but on Twitch it's kind of finicky. I'm still getting used to trying to like come back and figure everything out, because I used to, back in my day, my OG like streaming activity was all on Twitch, but I've been mostly on YouTube for a long while after that, so I'm just kind of getting used to how everything works again. But I've been using Twitch again more lately a little bit. I feel like for a long time I kind of got away from the culture. I kind of forgot about like certain aspects that I appreciate about it, but I'm starting to warm back up to it a little bit. Also, I know I said I was gonna do less fishing this time around, but I'm really poor and we need money. We need money, so we're gonna catch some fish. Trash! Okay. Okay, man. Look, I'm just a broke boy trying to get some better crops, man. I can't be fishing trash. I have only 76 energy, dog. Please. It's so over for me. Oh, did Twitch not come back, actually? Is it back? Here. Hello? 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 Okay, I didn't even realize that the Twitch stream didn't come back up right away, but there we go. Hopefully the delay won't be as bad now. I tried resetting it, so we'll have to see. I was just saying, you know, I used to stream all the time on Twitch, but it's been very recent that I started using it again, so I'm still trying to figure out some of my technical difficulties. I need to befriend more tech-savvy people. I feel like I've been making more like different pockets of friendship recently. Maybe soon I can get in with some like really tech-savvy people. But to be fair, I feel like my like different pockets of like very skilled friends tend to be stuff that I'm also more into. Like recently it's been more audio people. Historically sometimes I guess like artists. I'm not particularly good at drawing, but I still like to dabble. You know, it was kind of interesting at Oshi Uplink this weekend. We watched a panel by my friend Yachin and also Kanalia about how to make original music for VTubers. And I really liked watching it, even though it was mostly all stuff I'm familiar with. It just felt like a really good aggregation of what it's like to be a project manager in like a VTubing context. Because I feel like doing original music is kind of like just the epitome of like project managing. You know, you're kind of just having a very big vision from scratch for a project, and you have to like coordinate everything to get that from its like inception to being done. Or is there some sort of event happening today? Because Lily's not here. Rat problem. I still need to do that. Scarecrow, Coop, and introduce myself to more people. Okay, well, I can sell these in the box later. That's fine. Where was I going with everything I was saying there? But yeah, I know when they were sort of talking about it, they talk about putting like mood boards together in order to like convey what you want to artists. But for me, a lot of the time when I do stuff like that, I actually sometimes I'll also do mood boards, but a lot of the time I will like pencil sketch out like what I'm thinking for like a pose or a like background. I'll have an idea for like maybe I want the camera to pan across something in a certain way, and so I'll like just sort of sketch together something very dinky, but like it gets the idea across. And I like drawing when it's in like a very simplified capacity like that, and I can be very focused. I forgot about this. I have no idea what this says. Very cryptic. Is there another one like somewhere else in here? But yeah, if you're more like tech savvy, I would be all ears for if you have any idea about the Twitch delays, Thurfer, because I truthfully I have no idea what it is. Like usually when I reset my stream, it goes back to like being fine, but a lot of the time when I start it, it's just like really odd. Okay, that was that little side quest. Was just clicking the thing. All right, more on community center later. It's like kind of weird now because I've seen some of these cutscenes, but like I don't remember them for real. Okay. How about I sell my fish to Pierre? Pierre's gone. I guess it is 6:30 already. Well, tomorrow's a new day. We can sell some fish, make some money, potentially. Just put them in the box, the classic. Gotta sell everything, man. We are impoverished. Can probably get... Oh, I should keep my coal and my geode. Those are probably a good idea to keep. Clear out a little bit more here. I wonder what I have, like, as that singular planted seed. It looks like I have 2 of them, and I have no idea what they are. Presumably one of them is probably just I had mixed seeds, and I was like, I wonder what this does, and I put it down. The other one, I have no idea what else I would have got. But I guess we'll find out. I'm gonna go to sleep. What happens if I go to sleep really early? My OBS set to low latency mode. That's a good question. Let's find out. My guess is probably that be in output maybe. No. Where would that be in? I actually have no idea like what like submenu this would be under anymore. I'm also not sure if I'm even able to see everything beforehand, but I don't know. I have a very I have my encoder on medium. I got my bitrate rocking a clean 6,500. Oh, I got level 1 foraging. My axe proficiency went up. Huge. Trees sometimes drop seeds. Oh, that's cool. Wild seeds. And you can make field snack. Oh, we are in there. Oh, we're so poor. We're so poor. We are actually dirt poor. It is over, bro. I'm a bum. Ooh. Okay. Look. There's always opportunity. My sources tell me you've been poking around inside the old community center. Why don't you pay me a visit? My chambers are west of the forest lake in the stone tower. I may have information concerning your rat problem. Mr. Rasmodius Wizard. They got a whole wizard down there? You guys think the wizard can teach me how to do magic and then I can make money? Surely that would be a strat to get my money up. You know what? Sure. I don't know what else to do right now. Let's go see what's up with Mr. Rasmodius. Remember last time I went out here, there was also like a lake where you could fish for catfish, and that was worth a lot of money. There was big money in the catfish industry. Oh wait, it's not down here. Is it like further north? I could have swore it was like very southern here though. Stream elements popping back. That's fine. Oh, here. Okay, I found it. I'm getting used to the geography down here still. I am a bit infamous for having a very bad sense of direction. You know, I feel like recently my strat for things has been, I'll get the address of where I'm supposed to go on like Google Maps. I'll look at like what the next street, like basically, I don't know. When I'm trying to get from point A to point B, I'll see what the first street from where I'm at to my destination is called, and then I'll just pick a random direction to walk in and check the street sign for if I chose the right way or not. And I swear I actually lose the coin flip like so often. I am like so bad at actually picking the right direction. It's crazy. One day. On advanced output mode, personally set my keyframe interval to 2 seconds, changed my preset to fast. In the Twitch dashboard, there's also low latency mode. Ah, okay. I think some of the UI might be different as well since I'm using like a plugin to multi-stream. So I'll have to double check if everything still works the same, but I'll look into it later. Thank you very much. Keyframe interval. Good to know. I'm like having such a hard time finding this wizard tower. Like maybe his magic is just that his tower is like impossible to find. Maybe it's like on this like further left side and I can't get there yet. Or at least not from here. Because I don't know where else I would go from here. Or it could be further up here, maybe. Oh, here we are. Okay. Nah, we found it. All right, Mr. Magic Man. Tell me about the rats. That's a whole summoning circle. His hair is purple. And it, like, matches his hat. He's fitted out. Big cauldron. Some very dubious looking fumes there. I'm kind of curious what this like purple like glass paned floor in the top left is. It's like a little screen. I don't know. Maybe that's his karaoke machine and he's got like a dance floor. He's just vibing for real. All right. Hello, Rasmodius. I am Rasmodius, seeker of the arcane truths. Mediary between physical and ethereal. Master of the 7 elementals. Keeper of the sacred... you get the point. Okay, I get you. You can stop aura farming real quick. Your magic. I see the summoning circle. No need to sugarcoat it. And you, Twi, the one whose arrival I have long foreseen. Okay, now why do you know who I am? We got a fan? If you want my signature, I'll sign your hat. Oh, God. I'm actually scared for the day somebody asks me to sign something, guys. I have a signature, but my handwriting is so bad. My handwriting's so bad. Like, I remember at Oshi Uplink, I saw Yuumi was signing some of her merch, and it was like, you could just tell that she's one of those people with really good handwriting. Just like a really nice cursive signature. So smooth. It's like clockwork every time it comes out, almost the same. Like, my handwriting, I'm gonna... Oh, God, because if it's usually a pen or a marker, there's, like, no erasing either. I would feel so bad if I messed up signing something, because, like, I don't want to scribble it out. It's on their merch. That would be so scary. That would actually be maximally scary. I would do it, though. I believe in myself. Let me see. I'd like to show you something. What's up? Behold. Oh, it's the little guy. You've seen one before, haven't you? Yes, the little guy from the town hall thing. They call themselves the Junimos. Mysterious spirits, these ones. For some reason, they refuse to speak with me. Oh, okay. Goodbye, Junimo. I'm not sure why they've moved into the community center, but you have no reason to fear them. Okay. You found a golden scroll written in an unknown language. I sure did. Stay here. I'm going to see for myself. I'll return shortly. Okay, so he's just gonna teleport over there. I have to assume he's gonna teleport back, like, pretty quickly. Because it would be pretty rude to make me wait. Through the front door, though, is crazy. Was not ready for that. I found the note. The language is obscure, but I was able to decipher it. Okay, Mr. Polyglot. We, the Junimo, are happy to aid you. In return, we ask for gifts of the valley. If you are one with the forest, then you will see the true nature of this scroll. Okay. Interesting. One with the forest. What do they mean? Maybe some sort of, like, elven people? I don't know. Come here. I'm scared of the cauldron. What is he cooking? Because it doesn't sound like he understands. Oh, my cauldron is bubbling with ingredients from the forest. Okay, surely. Baby fern, moss grub, caramel top toadstool. Caramel top toadstool? So like a mushroom that it's probably just brown. It's probably not actually caramel, but look, I'd be so up for some caramel right now, for real. Drink up! Oh, yum. Moss soup. Moss soup, my favorite. Oh, I went for it. Big energy. Oh, we are sick. We are literally green. Oh, the whole room is green. We're tripping. He spiked the soup. What? Okay, visions of trees. This is my new life in Stardew Valley. I came to Pelican Town to work as a tree. Okay, but low-key, if you guys could be paid to be a tree, what other conditions would it have to be for you to take that? Because, like, truly doing nothing for 8 hours a day, it would have to be unfathomable stacks of money to be able to grit through that. And even then, you would only be gritting through it until you had enough money that you were, like, set, and then you would immediately have to be done, right? But what kind of, like, conditions could you alter to where the pay wouldn't have to be insane, but you'd still be a tree? So, like, for example, what if you could listen to music? And, like, you can't do anything. You're just, like, stuck there for 8 hours, clocked in as a tree. Let's say you have, like, a 1-hour lunch break in the middle to move around. But during your tree time, you could listen to music. That's still pretty hard. Like, doing nothing but listening to music for 7 hours is tough. But maybe I could be a tree in that universe, I feel like. Also, apparently I can read the Junimo scrolls off of that, so I guess he was cooking something with that concoction there. We'll take it. But yeah, you know, if I could be paid to be a tree and they gave me YouTube, that would be easy money. I just sit there as a tree for 7 hours watching YouTube. That would be the easiest bag in my life, bro. I could do that for minimum wage. Oh God, can you imagine? Look, we've all talked about the idea of, like, our society becoming more progressively cooked, you know, the development of the iPad kids. But, like, what if there's a dystopian future where the plants also, like, become centered around technology, and not in a good way? Like what if we start showing our actual melons, Cocoa Melon? Like, like we get some new like research and find that plants actually do have some level of sentience, and they are happier when presented with short form video. Like, you can dopamine spike a random crop. Not a single piece in the entire collection. I'm here to fix that, Gunther. I got some artifacts for you. Oh, his little jump. What's this? You found something. Yeah, I got some stuff. Very old. I'd love to study this in greater detail, but it is yours. Got a favor to ask you. Would you consider donating any new artifacts or minerals that you find? We could make a groundbreaking discovery. If you keep donating, I might come across some interesting items to send your way. Sounds like a plan to me. Thank you, Gunther. It's like so respectful. Look at his little bow. I got some stuff for you. Here you go. Put a couple new things down here. There's also, like, I know for donating stuff you generally can get some rewards, but I don't remember how that works. Maybe it's not like immediate. Maybe I gotta come back later. Well, thank you anyway, good sir. Enjoy my donation. I did just spend some of my very limited money processing those geodes, so I hope he gives me something to make it worth my while. Because otherwise, we are looking pretty poor right now. I'm not sure exactly how much more I can do. Oh, never mind. 250 gold. I'm so genius. Okay, still not farming level 1. There's 4 more people to greet. Can I see, like, who I haven't greeted yet? I wonder. Social. What is this, like, little X? Is this like if I've talked to them today? Seems like it. There's 4 more people. Okay, so we got the kid with the red hair, grumpy old guy, gender ambiguous emo person. And is that not just Pierre? Am I crazy? That seems like it's just Pierre, but I could be wrong. No, that is definitely Pierre. Hello. Okay, we got some money. Let's try growing some potatoes. We're gonna spend big. We're gonna get 10 potato seeds. And I'm also trying to keep an eye out for... Okay, this is the old guy I haven't talked to yet. Jody and George. They don't make sweaters like they used to. This guy is old man lamenting about the way that sweaters are made nowadays. Wouldn't sweaters, like, suck in the olden days? Like, you probably have to make it out of some really, like, scratchy wool or something just because it's what you have. I don't know. Maybe they just had, like, really good sheep for real back then. I have no idea. Whoa, my Twitch stream is, like, crazy delayed again. What happened, dude? Let me, like, resync that. What was I doing? I wanted to find the last people I haven't spoken to yet, which would be the redhead kid and the really long-haired person. It's the archaeology office. That's not going to be it. If I was living in wee old Pelican Town and I was gonna have a really emo haircut, maybe I would be in Joja Mart. I hope not. I hope better for myself. But it doesn't seem unreasonable. It does, however, look like I was wrong, so that's great. Is the Twitch side down? On and off. I don't know. It was like really frozen for a long time. So, or at least on my end, like I refreshed on my side and I saw that it was still like 10 minutes delayed or something crazy. Like it was frozen or something. So I just refreshed it. How's the audio today? I hope it's good. Do I sound normal? Is my microphone okay? Testing. That sounds normal. I think. Probably heard double of me just there. Sorry, I was checking myself. Hope everything is a-okay. Welcome, son, bruh. My son, some fish. Hope you're doing good. Oh, there's the kid I haven't talked to yet. What's your name? Vincent. Hi there, mister. Hello. A polite young gentleman. Thank you, father. Can I get an amen? Oh. I just need to find that really gloomy looking guy. Also, hello, Marnie. She's the one that sells animals. I do need to do that, but later. Because I'm too poor right now. No way the really gloomy guy lives down here, though. He's got to be in, like, the top half of the town, maybe. Acknowledgement and bringing back the milk. I know I was gone for a while. It was hard to find, you know. You know how it be trying to grocery shop recently. Hard to find anything. I had to save up, you know. The Canadian dollar isn't what it used to be anymore. Milk in this economy. That's how you guys know I really care about you. That's a real gift. It is crazy, though. I thought it was really funny. I was talking to Nahi earlier about how yesterday when I went to the grocery store, they had an insane deal on cantaloupe. I got a cantaloupe for $2. And it wasn't even like a really small one. It was like a pretty decently big cantaloupe for $2. And she was like, wow, that's such a steal. And I'm like, I know, right? And then she was like, it's in Canadian dollars too. Free cantaloupe. Like, I don't know, just the idea of it being so cheap that, like, when you move the Canadian dollars over, it converts to free. But, like, low-key, it's pretty close. It's approaching free at that point. There was a lot of good deals on fruit. I had a box of raspberries yesterday because raspberries were also on for like $2, which is really nice. I grew up eating a lot of raspberries, but it's been a while. I don't eat them quite as often as I did when I was younger. So it was a nice little change of pace. Honestly, I feel like recently I've been a little bit more of the mindset of just seeing what's on sale at the grocery store and just grabbing whatever seems appealing that also happens to be on for a good price. Because then you feel good about it on like all fronts, you know what I mean? Tough to splurge on berries when you're the shopper? See, and that's what it is, right? I love strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries. I love them all. But I only want them now when they're on sale. Because otherwise, it does feel like you're getting robbed in broad daylight, you know? Especially because I'm from, like, Canada. So they're either like greenhouse grown or they're imports, you know? Like we do not have like proper berry farms out here. You know, I know Ada and Co have shared a bit about their group trip and how they went strawberry picking. And I was kind of laughing about, you know, how it was like the best strawberries ever on their California trip. Because when you go to the grocery store here and you buy strawberries, there's like probably at least an 80% chance that they're imported from California. Like it is always Californian strawberries without fail, man. But I was so jealous. They looked so red. They looked so juicy. Oh, they actually looked like disgustingly good. If I ever like go out to California, if the group has another trip like that in the future that I get to join, I am absolutely tearing it up, dude. What are these? Foraging bundles. Reward for bridge repair. Ah, so if I repair the bridge, then I get this stuff, presumably. Okay. Second convo about discounted groceries I've had today. Ain't nothing like a good old recession indicator, baby. Bonding over sales at the grocery store. Hell yeah. I said calling discounted groceries sick stuff and being the highlight of your day means we're in a very adult time of your life. Oh wow. Actually, wait, we brain linked for real. California should secede from the union since our economy is so diversified. I mean, it really is. I was looking at like the Californian like export economy the other day, like what kind of stuff you guys be selling. I saw almonds are like really, really high up, which was interesting because I would never A, think of California for almonds, but also B, think of almonds as being like really profitable. That was very interesting to find out. Although I was also talking with one of my other friends from there who was like, yeah, actually growing almonds is really bad for the environment. And I'm a big almond hater because of it. And she's kind of right. I didn't realize it, but most nuts are like really bad for the environment. I found out peanuts are significantly less environmentally harmful, which is good at least, because I feel like most people who like nuts like peanuts. So that's dope. And chestnuts aren't too bad either, which is interesting because conversely, I feel like I don't know a single person who'd be eating chestnuts, but I guess a big W for the chestnut enjoyers. But a lot of them were way more like environmentally taxing than I realized, which was very interesting to learn about. Also, Marlin. What's up, Marlin? It's just peering down into this old mine shaft. It's been abandoned for decades. Probably good ore down there, but a dark place undisturbed for so long. I'm afraid ore isn't the only thing you'll find. I got hands. I got sword. Oh, okay. Who needs hands? That'll do. Rusty sword. I can make that work. All right, Marlin. Thank you very much for bestowing such a trusty blade upon me. I did do a little bit of mining when I was playing with Nahi. I kind of know how this works. We'll have to see. I'm curious though, what kind of other stuff is like a big part of the economy in Cali? Because I think I might have only be looking at food exports. I'm not sure. Don't entirely remember, but I think it was mostly food that I was seeing there. Big slime. Oh, he could jump! Huge. Copper ore. Okay, we can start getting some ores. Ow. Wine. Oh, I do remember wine was really like high up. Oranges, avocados besides Mexico. Agricultural space right now. Hollywood, milk. We make 90% of USA rice. Interesting. You guys grow a bunch of rice there. To be fair, I feel like everything can grow in California. So like, I'm sure rice has a big market. Tech, obviously, yeah, I guess that's a big thing. It is kind of a big hub for tech stuff. Yeah, I mean, I guess California is like just one of the biggest states in general. It's not surprising that you'd have like a ton of revenue streams, especially as well since, you know, it's like such a good climate for like agricultural stuff. You guys get to grow all the cool stuff, you know? I feel like a lot of the other like farming states, you look at what they're farming and it's just like corn. It's just corn. Maybe like potatoes or something. But, you know, California, it's like so much fruit, which is so epic as a fruit enjoyer. Combining Georgia through Pennsylvania. Yeah. I feel like California, I think, would probably be a bit too hot for me. Like, it would be... I'm sure I could acclimate to it, but it would certainly not be natural for me, right? But I think that I would be very happy about, like, the kind of stuff that you could get fresh there. Like, it would be really awesome. Because I've had the converse thought pattern of, like... You know, every VTuber, I think, has thought about what it would be like to move to Japan at least once. And part of what I thought about is they, like, don't grow any fruit in Japan. You know what I mean? Like, it's insane how expensive it is to have fruit in Japan. I have a friend who used to live here that moved to Japan. And I remember they were sending me pictures of a Black Friday sale on fruit. Like, there would be, like, a box of oranges that were on sale for Black Friday. And it would still be, like, $10 for, like, a dozen oranges. Like, it was a complete ripoff. It was a really, really bad price. And I was like, damn. I don't know if I could ever live in Japan. Like, the fruit is so inaccessible. Like, everything is... It's more or less, like, a luxury just to eat fruit there. But that feels, like, so sad to my brain. Like, I love fruit. I'm so fruit max. Yeah, but I feel like there are other islands that wouldn't be like that, right? Like, I don't know. If you go to, like, Hawaii or something, surely they grow fruit in Hawaii. I feel like they do. I could be wrong about that. No drop? Rude. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough energy to get all the way to the next elevator stop. Surely. We'll see. There's so much ore here. Oh my. Oh wait, no. Quartz. Ooh. That's cool. Picking up a lot of copper. Oh. Oh, that looks fancy. Inventory full. Okay, let's eat some algae. I got topaz. Holy fancy. Fancy you. I haven't thought of that stim since I used to watch Uncle Roger videos all the time, dude. That's funny. I've just been like so not on food YouTube recently, man. I go through phases with it. Like sometimes I really like watching cooking videos, but like lately I haven't really been. I've been watching a lot of gaming YouTube stuff, man. Like, oh, recently, my favorite hyper-specific esports content is back. There's a channel called Bingo Brawlers that does Elden Ring bingo tournaments. It's like Elden Ring speedrunning, but there's like a randomized bingo board of objectives that everything is based around. And so there's like the idea of how you route like stuff, because lockout bingo, so only one person can complete each objective, and therefore it's like the strategy of what order you go for things in is important. Boots. Oh, huge. Hold on. Oh, I can't put anything in here. Let's put these boots on. I got shoes for real. Amazing. Oh wait, there's also... Oh no, there's no gift on 5. Okay. But yeah, I was binging that. What else was I watching? I was watching myself. I was watching my own VODs. Big Twi Telescopium fan in the building. Not to brag or anything, but... Did you guys know that I'm the top 1 Twi Telescopium viewer? I'm trying to think if I've ever had a recap where I wasn't, like, #1 watcher of my own channel. I want to say no, but actually, I wasn't, like, super watching myself over the past few months. There could be a universe where one of you guys sniped me. Maybe. Big maybe, but I think it's not impossible that it could have swung. But it was fun to, like, rewatch. I was having fun watching Ada talking about Oshi Uplink because, of course, I recently did my Oshi Uplink stream. Oh, my inventory's still full. Whoops. It's fine. Here, let's get a scarecrow. To look over my crops, keep them safe. But yeah, I recently was talking about my experience, and it was fun to hear about things from her POV. I'm kind of curious still, like, I guess something I didn't really get to hear about that I would like to hear more about is, like, everybody's perception of each other after hanging out. Because this is my first real time hanging out with Ada and 13. Like, I met Ada one time beforehand. It was my first time meeting 13 in person. And me and the thing with, like, me, Ada, and 13 is I don't feel like any of us particularly, like, hung out a lot one-on-one before that trip either. So it was very interesting to get together as a group. It was very fun. I'm breaking some rocks open and finding ore. That's good, yeah. I was just thinking I need to figure out how to craft a furnace. Thank you very much, Clint. That's so clutch of you. Thank you. Oh, and this is how I can use the ores to make, like, better tools. That makes sense. Slay 10 slimes. You'll have earned your place in my adventurers guild. Be careful. Okay, good to know. I got 100 gold for something there. Reach level 40, craft a furnace, and then slay 10 slimes. Okay, word. Furnace, I need 20 copper ore. I think I have that in my chest, right? I have 20 on the dot, bro. Oh, it's too easy. Huge. I don't have anything to smelt with it, but I do have it now. I can't smelt a copper bar. I spent everything. Let's grab all of these various minerals and stuff and book it down to the museum. Maybe we get some cool stuff. Hey, Victor! Minecraft sure looks different these days. It sure does, doesn't it? Now, honestly, I have, like, an appreciation for this game that I didn't initially, you know? I think the more that I've played this, Terraria, and Minecraft, the more I've realized that they're really all kind of, like, very different, even though a lot of people kind of put them in a similar, like, box. Not only just, like, obviously the gameplay loop is different, but I feel like the vibes are different between all of them, too. Terraria is the most different. I think Terraria is the least chill of the three. And it is kind of crazy how many people put Terraria in the, like, brain off, chill sandbox game. Because I can do that, but that's because I have, like, 1,000 hours on Terraria. Like, I've already experienced everything. You know what I mean? But like that game can be a jump scare for real. There's a lot more fighting involved. Although I mean, like, I guess Stardew has combat, and I haven't gotten so deep into the game that I would like know if it gets more complicated, but it doesn't seem like it gets more complicated. Also, I don't know why, I find this wording really funny. I'm in the market for a ripe green bean. Could a local farmer deliver one to me? The concept of one singular ripe green bean. Oh, you beautiful soul. I unfortunately do not have a ripe green bean to share. Otherwise, I would be there expeditiously. But, that's funny. Oh, blacksmith's not open yet. Is the, this is open in 10 minutes. Come on. Betty wants the ripe green bean for 2 Canadian. That one singular green bean for $2? That would be so awful. Oh. That would be, that would have to be a big green bean, dude. Holy. Ooh, okay, so are the rewards like every 5, maybe? Cauliflower seeds. We could do more planting. Oh, huge. Huge. It would be free. Oh, you're so right. No, but 2 Canadian dollars is only free if you're American. Because then the conversion power of your dollar makes it so that it's so unbelievably dirt cheap that it might as well be rounded down to free. But here, I'm actually a poor Canadian, okay? I'm out here living that struggle. You know, I feel like I need one of those images where it's like, I'm sorry, I have a disease called being Canadian. Let's see, I got some geodes. Bang. That looks like cocoa. It's clay. Got some copper, sure. Got some stone. That sucks. Ooh, that looks cool. Calcite. Big. They're not early birds to get the worm. You know what? I'm starting to finally come out of my, like, early bird arc. You know, I was waking up so early for the convention this weekend, but we're starting to return to more normal waters. I woke up at 9:30 today, which, you know, like, we're getting there. I could definitely get down with forwarding my schedule a lot. I'm really not much of a morning person, but it's starting to feel better. You know, it's really funny though, like, I've been saying about how I've been like so normal recently. This is like the most normal you'll ever see me. But it's really funny because I got there in like the least normal way ever. What it was is that my sleep during the time I was really sick was actually so unbelievably broken that I was waking up at like 12:30 a.m. I would literally wake up in like the middle of the night. I was completely nocturnal, and I knew that Oshi Uplink was coming up. So instead of like trying to do anything too crazy, I just would like keep creeping my sleep schedule forward until I was getting up at like 7 a.m. And then I was actually on like a brilliant schedule for being like awake nice and early and being ready for the convention. It panned out so well for me, but the way I got there was very stupid. You know, most people would gradually creep their schedule to get up a little bit earlier at a time, but I was so broken to begin with that I went forward, which felt very funny. I guess I could sell my amethyst. Or I could keep it. It's probably better to just keep stuff. The money will come. Just be patient. Look, our crops will grow. We got potatoes. We got cauliflowers. We got some ambiguous 2 saplings on the left side that I don't remember what they are. Charlie. 26-hour circadian rhythm. My circadian rhythm is so bad. You know, earlier today I was complaining. I don't know why. Like a weird quirk that my circadian rhythm has been on recently is I always get really tired around like 6 p.m. but only for a little bit. Like it goes away, but I just have like a little stint of being really, really sleepy. And I don't know why. I don't know why I keep getting really tired. It's not like, I guess to be fair, it was not so long ago that I was going to bed really early, but most of the days I was still going to bed at like 10, 11 p.m., something like that, you know. There was, what was it? Monday night, I think. Though I went to sleep at like 8:30 p.m. and I just slept for like 11 hours. I was like so dead. It was really funny. But I feel like I've kind of returned to normal now a bit. Where is this guy, bro? Hold on. Okay. Lionel. Where is this very emo person? Where do I find them? I'm like, this is the last person I haven't introduced myself to yet. Sebi. Oh, Sebastian was his name, right? I feel like I met this guy in my other playthrough. Farm is so unoptimized, my completionist brain could never... Look, I'm a Stardew baby. I've been playing a bit with one of my other friends off stream, but I still only have like 8 hours. And most of it was spent fishing. Oh, you're right. No! I need to... Please, my neat king! I need to talk to you! Come outside for the one time! No! Oh, man! Oh, he's like me for real. It's over! I know that Sebastian is not coming outside unless he absolutely has to. Bro, his family is so, like, functional. He can stay in there forever. It's cooked. Oh, well. Oh, well. Guess I will do some fishing. Just as I was being like, oh, you know, I've been doing... maybe a little too much fishing. Who cares? Yo, carrot seeds. I do love me some carrots. Glass shards. I don't know about planting those ones. Oh, it's an artifact. Okay, cool. Word. Some fishing. Wait, true. I'm curious. Some fish. Are you like actually somebody who likes to go fishing? Like, what is the... What is the origin of your username? New ideas to sleep on from a sardine? Interesting. Sebastian and nearly everyone in town goes to the saloon on Friday nights. Oh, okay. He can be brought out of the house with a drink. Good to know. First grade, my sister helped me create a Neopets. Oh my throwback. What's your favorite animal? I don't know, fish. What's your favorite number? Your favorite number is some... What? That's some fire, like, username lore. But that's cool that you've had, like, one username for so long. I think that in my life, I've been through... Let me think. How many usernames have I cycled through? Like, 4, I think. I think I've had 4 completely distinct usernames across my time on the internet. The rebrander for real. Although, to be fair, one of the times that I redid my username was because I talked to somebody who I hadn't talked to in like years, and they just like completely misremembered what my name was, and I thought it was so funny that I started naming all my alt accounts like their misremembering of my name, and then it just like, it's one of those things where it starts out ironically and then it actually just becomes like legit. I would love to tell the story if it didn't leak my PL, but maybe one day we'll cross that bridge together. What if I'm actually a 4th grader? You never know. I would be a little bit surprised based on what I've seen. I don't know, maybe if you were just like a little bit late to get into the school system, you know, we wouldn't judge. I think it's never too late to get educated, even if that looks like entering the 4th grade. Okay, but can I be so for real though? I actually think that elementary school was like so heat for learning compared to like later stage academia. Like, I really loved school when I was a kid. Until like probably 6th grade, maybe somewhere in that ballpark, I started to gradually get like really like disillusioned with school, I suppose. And it was because it felt like in the early grades of school, everything you're learning felt like so tangible, it felt so applicable. There was a lot of like learning by doing, a lot of hands-on kind of stuff. Which I think, wasn't there like a study where they proved that, what's it called? Like the actual proper term for hands-on learning. I'm trying to think what it was, because there's like auditory learning, visual learning. Or am I thinking like kinesthetic or something? That doesn't seem right. I don't think it was tactile. Although that, like, intuitively, I understand what you'd mean. I looked away from the fish. I'm just gonna Google this. 3 learning types. Oh, it is kinesthetic. Wait, I'm so smart. Okay, sorry. I think there was a study that proved that, like, kinesthetic is kind of just the goat. And then the other two, like... I mean, ultimately, they all have their place, but kinesthetic is like what makes you actually retain the information, you know what I mean? Like, you can pick up a lot of theory and like academic learning through visual and especially like audible cues, but you don't like internalize it the same way, which is why I think all of the stuff that they really feel like it's important to hammer in for you as a youth is, you know, while you're like in elementary and everything is like kinesthetic, and then you get into like high school and like post-secondary and everything is academic and you have to study it, and it's pretty much all like audio visual learning, and then like you just forget everything. I can't really speak on post-secondary. I would actually imagine post-secondary is more hands-on than high school was, but I guess it would depend what you're in. If you're in like a really academic major in like university or something, probably not. There's probably a lot of different stuff that you could be studying that would be more... It's interesting that these little things are just carrot seeds. I never realized that. I love the idea of planting more carrots, so let's get some carrots up in here. As a carrot enjoyer, I ate carrots today. Very yum. Sell my fish. Sell my clams. My seaweed. But like low-key, the high school nightmares, that's so real though. Every once in a while, I get school nightmares too. I don't know, like I was always like actually quite good academically. I excelled at like academic learning, but I also hated academic learning because I wasn't actually learning anything. Like I would just brute force the knowledge into my brain, pass my tests, and then I would forget everything as soon as finals were over and have to relearn everything next year. And that was like my perpetual loop, you know what I mean? Like it was just day in, day out, same kind of deal. Which was not very fulfilling, you know what I mean? I think that a lot of what really spoke to me when I got into VTubing and like a lot of these creative skills was that I actually felt like learning was a rewarded skill that would like stick with me, you know what I mean? Like I really enjoyed learning how to do like audio work and getting to expand my understanding on that through like a ton of projects over time. Or I've also found a lot of fulfillment in learning to video edit better, or just like general like business type skills, project management type stuff, like all sorts of stuff. Like I think truthfully getting to stick your hand all the way into the cookie jar, it's not a good metaphor for this, I don't know. I like to think of any big thing as having like a lot of little buckets that that you fill it from. And I like to get involved with all of those little processes a little bit. I don't have to be like manning the wheel on every ship, but like I like to understand how everything works a little bit because it helps me understand like the bigger picture more easily. It gives you like a more transferable, like higher level theory. And it's like really useful to, you know, like in the context of VTubing anyway, as a project manager, if you know a little bit about what the art for a commission is going to be like, and, you know, what kind of references they're going to want, and what the audio might look like, and how they're going to tie together. So, like, you know, maybe a certain sound effect that's going to happen somewhere could be visually represented, and you want to pass that idea down to the artist or the music video editor or whatever, right? Stuff like that, everything is very transferable when you understand at least a little bit of like all the different facets. And I think that kind of stuff is really fun. And I think one of the most fun aspects about it is how it's like very hands-on to try all the different like little aspects of everything and then bring it all together. And I think that one of the reasons that I didn't super love high school is that it feels like you're really getting into the meat of a lot of different things, but they never tie together. Like, they all feel kind of arbitrary. And on top of that, like, I think I'm just somebody who really values having, like, a very diversified workflow. Like, I was talking the other day about, I think one of the reasons that I managed to stay in retail as long as I did when I was saving up to get into VTubing was... Oh my god, dude. Catfish is so hard to catch, bro. Please. Come on, come on, come on. No, so close. Yes! There we go. Okay. These guys sell for a lot of money. We're gonna make some bank. What was I saying? One of the reasons I managed to stay in retail so long is because my old job, it was like a very small store. It was like their first retailer outlet. And so one of the nice things about my old job is you do a little bit of everything, right? You know, sometimes you're at the cash, sometimes you're greeting people at the door, sometimes you're doing sales on the floor, sometimes you're like inventorying stuff in the back, sometimes you're cleaning. Like, your individual day wasn't full of anything super particularly interesting, but it was the like cyclical nature of doing a lot of different stuff that brings together like the holistic experience of the store that was fulfilling and kept it like more palatable. And I remember I went back to the same company in like years later, and at that point upper management had gotten way more streamlined. The store was a lot more like all-encompassing and generic. And as a result of that, the job listings were also a lot more like streamlined. So every person was just one thing. So I went back and I was hired as a cashier at this store that I used to work at. And back in the day, cash was one of my favorite parts. At times I was like a little bit stressed out by cash because, if you make mistakes, it feels really bad. But on the whole, it was kind of like chill compared to having to be socializing and being on the floor constantly talking to people. Because I'm not that like extrovert. Well, I mean, I like talking to people, but not like random people. I'm not a huge like small talk person, But anyway, I went back as a cashier, and oh my god, dude, there's almost nothing more torturous than working nothing but cash register. It is so mind-numbing. Like, even if I can understand that I'm just in it to get my paycheck. What the heck? A bullhead frenzy has begun in the mountaintops. What does that mean? We have mountaintops? Even though I can like understand that at the end of the day I'm just there to like get my bag and get out, it was still like a little bit too. It just didn't feel right. Oh, you can catch a lot of bullhead fish in the top right. Should I do that? Let's go haul ass all the way to the other side of the map real quick. Maybe bullhead fish is where the money's at. Yeah, I was literally saying earlier, I was like, what conditions would you have to put on your arrangement to be willing to work as a tree for like a normal paycheck? And like low-key, being a cashier is almost just like being paid to work as a tree. It does feel that way sometimes. Like you really are just standing there with a few pre-programmed NPC lines, and you're just kind of stuck for real. How's the farming? It's going pretty decent. We got some potatoes growing. We got some cauliflower growing. We're doing a bit of fishing. I told myself I wasn't going to fish max too hard today. I lied. I knew I was going to do some fishing. Who am I kidding? I love fishing. Apparently there's a bullfish outbreak somewhere up here by the mountaintops. So I'm trying to get up there. You've been tracking your bundles. What are my... You mean like the things in the community center? Because it said that I had to repair bridge to get those. Whoa! They're like jumping in and out of the water. Wait, that looks so epic. Come here. Where'd they go? My bullfish. Locked in. Bang. That's just a chub, bro. I'm such a chub. Me and my stupid chub life. You gotta land it where they're jumping for a better shot before they time out. Oh, so I gotta stay ready for when they pop out again here. Interesting. It's like more real time, like fishing mechanics. That's cool. Come around to this side. Maybe they're feeling the right side a little bit more. Hello, Mr. Bullfish. Scared him away. My bad. Where the bullfish at, bro? Come back. fishy, fishy. Man, they're gone. Was that it? Wait, that's like the whole horde is just like those 3 that were like bobbing in and out, and it's like done? I ran all the way up for nothing. No. Oh, come on, dude. I ran so far. Oh, that sucks. Man, my money. I was gonna bankroll off of the bullfish, and instead, I got absolutely nothing, bro. There's like flies coming out of my wallet. My poverty, it's so immense. Ooh, largemouth bass. I haven't even gotten that in our other farm. I guess I need to fish up here for the largemouth bass, because I was trying it in some other river areas on our other farm, and I never found it. Huge, literally. We got big mouth Billy Bass for real. No way. It's crazy. These games always remind me that big mouth Billy Bass exists, bro. I remember talking about that while fishing in Animal Crossing like a year ago as well. That's like so tied to my old babysitters in my brain. It would be nice to go visit them one of these days. I see them every once in a while in my neighborhood. They're still doing good. Ooh, a carp. I think that's also new for me. My babysitters have such like a legendary little setup for their family life. Like they're both really like old nowadays, but they have a house, so immediately they're already winning. But also, both of their kids live on the same street. They're like neighbors with their children, who also have grandchildren for them. They're actually living like the most little picturesque family life in my neighborhood. It's so wholesome. It's also really funny to me. The last time I saw them, okay, I don't want to use the real name, obviously. Let's say that one of my babysitters, well, I'll say like my babysitter's husband, let's say his name was Timothy, and then their grandson was also named Timothy, so they call him like Little Timmy or something. I remember I met with my babysitters again, and I was like, how's Little Timmy been? And then they laughed, and they were like, oh my god, we haven't heard that nickname in so many years. He's taller than you are now. And I was like, what? I finally understood the thing that all of your like aunts and uncles will say, where it's like, oh, I remember when you were just a baby. You're just like a little guy in my head. And you always think about it, and you're like, yeah, okay. But now it's like, I get what they mean, because I haven't seen that dude since he was like 10. And he was for real just like a little guy. The passage of time, bro. You're telling me that, like, they're growing up for real. He's advancing in society, bro. Insane. Insane. But I hope they're doing well. Shoutouts to my sitters. I got so many cool fish up here. You know what? Okay. The bullfish might have been a flop, but I am all in all happy with the catches today. We also got a catfish, but I want to sell it because catfish is big money. But I remember there's also some sort of like quest where you get value out of keeping that. So I will restrain myself. Oh, there was a reward for slaying slimes today for a lot of money. I think it's too late now and I don't have much energy, but that would have been nice, but it's okay. Sometimes in life you just gotta fish. Sometimes it's just more important to go fishing. If I've gone missing, then I've gone fishing. I either didn't get a catfish and I lied, or I just sold it by accident. Either way, at least I get my money up. I'm pretty sure I just sold my catfish. You know what? I've been very poor. Maybe it's not such a bad thing. Ah, okay. So fishing is very varied. Time of day, season, weather. Interesting. Crab pot and dish of the sea. Very cool. We can crab max. Oh, look at the money. Yeah, I did sell my catfish. Oops. Catfish sells for a lot, though. It is good money. The carps, not as much as I would have thought. They lose to chub? Bro, a chub? That's crazy. But good haul. Good haul. I know it's only been like an hour and a half, but I do unfortunately have some stuff I have to do today, so I think that might be all of our Stardew. We're gonna have to do like a longer Stardew stream, maybe next week, because I honestly have been really enjoying this game. It's so mellow. Like, I finally get it. I think when I was younger, I was too like zoomer brained about all of my gaming. I needed everything to be really hard and to have a lot of stuff happening constantly. But there's actually something so serene about this game. It's such a vibe. It really is such a vibe. I've been thinking recently that I wanted to get back to doing more chill game streams, but the problem is that I don't want to keep like spending money on like a bunch of little indie games that last like 2 hours, even though I love those, because it's expensive. We were talking earlier about how it's like a point of connection to talk about the fact that there's fruit on sale at the grocery store. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to be justifying a bunch of little like $5-10 game purchases. They add up really quickly. So maybe I'm starting to actually be a little bit in my Stardew arc. Maybe I can enjoy riding this out for a little while, just here and there. I'll fund your cozy game obsession. Look, I would be very, very honored if you have any suggestions, if you have anything you want me to play. I am almost always more than happy. I really like cozy games. I just have a hard time like financially justifying them. But if you have anything you would like to shoot my way, I would of course be super, super grateful. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging with me today. This weekend will be like the full mix here, actually. Friday we got a little karaoke stream. It's been a while since we've gotten to do some singing. I think my voice is back enough. I might not be operating at 100%, but we'll be good enough. It'll be fun. I miss doing karaoke with you guys. I'm excited. Saturday will be our one dedicated try hard stream. I was saying yesterday, literally yesterday, I was like, I have Ascension 10 beat on one of the characters, unlocked on one of the others, and I wanted to have it unlocked on everybody so that I could just like randomize and do Ascension 10 runs on stream. I have it unlocked on all of them now. So you know what? I did in fact get to that. So we'll be doing some epic Slay the Spire gaming. The last time I played, I think it was literally one of my first times ever playing the game. So you know what? It'll be quite a stark contrast for that. And Sunday, we're going to go nostalgia mode. We're playing Wii Sports Resort. I'm really excited for that. I can't believe I still have never done my Wii Sports Resort stream. That was like one of my favorite games growing up. And I just never got around to doing the stream for it. So we're going to be doing a bunch of random stuff for that. I want to check out the game where you like fly the plane around the island and try and hit all the different like checkpoints. I remember I 100%ed that as a kid and I was like so proud of it. I'm sure we won't be 100%ing that on stream, but I'm excited to re-explore that because it was really fun. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day or evening today and tomorrow as well. Have a great Thursday, y'all. And I will see you on Friday for some karaoke. Bye-bye.